Call the Select Board meeting to order on May 11th, 2026 at 7:02 p.m. Uh, we have number two, the approval of the agenda. We have two quick executive session ones that we need to add. One VSA Section 313A3 personnel and one VSA Section 313A1A contracts. That will just be at the end of the meeting around 7:45 if all goes well.
287,000.
All right. Since we do need a motion and approval since the agenda has changed.
I make a motion to approve the amendments. Is that what we need?
Yes, please. Okay. We have a motion and a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those against, nay. Motion carries. Thank you very much. Ooh, Jessica here too. Fantastic. Let me make her a co-host. All right. Good morning, Jessica.
Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you for joining us. It's very nice of you.
Yes. I'm glad
7
my
a.m.
technology is allowing me to join you.
Yes, that's good. All right, we've approved the agenda with just a couple of executive session things at the end.
Okay.
Item number 3, public forum, 5 minutes per person for any non-related item. I know Bruce from the Bristol Police Department, you had something you wanted to just inform us of?
Yes, can you hear me?
Loud and clear.
We can see.
Yeah, great.
Do you remember the Homeland Security grant that Sergeant Graham has written? Oh, I want to say at least the last 4 or 5 years in a row? Well, we finally heard that they're recommending that our application be approved pending federal approval. So if everything goes through, it looks like we'll have right around $61,000 to replace our radios in our vehicles, which are severely outdated.
Fantastic. That's
Yes.
great.
It's been a long time, and we really need that to correct some of the issues with the old technology. So, and also in April, I had a meeting with the Elder Eagles. It was a great meeting. A lot of great suggestions came out of that. One of the things when we were looking through the stats, they were some of our stuff is categorized into limited categories. So like we had 1,000 foot patrols last year, but when you break that up, like 600 of those were in front of the school when students were arriving and leaving, or if there was an event at the school. 396 or somewhere in that area were like when we checked the businesses at night or foot patrols downtown. So what came of that is we're going to try to set up different categories so we can show a better job of what we're actually doing instead of just like, yeah, we were on foot patrol 1,100 times.
Yeah.
So
that's good.
And if there's any other groups that are interested, I am more than happy to meet with people so we can continue our discussion and education on the Bristol Police Department.
Great. Thank you, Bruce. Any questions for Bruce?
Yeah, is that the Homeland Security money, is that current Homeland Security money, or is that the reallocation of the 2023 money?
This says the 2025.
Okay, because they just opened up reallocation of, I forget how many thousands of dollars it was for municipalities. It had to be a municipal. It had to be submitted by the select board, but it could have been anything for fire, police, rescue. Right. But so good.
Bruce, didn't we replace you guys' handheld radios a few years ago?
The portables, yeah, we did that was probably 2018, 2019 when we did the portables.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this doesn't cover those though, just the car
No,
radio?
this is just for the ones that are in the vehicle and the one at the station.
Okay, good. Thank you, Andrew.
Also, pivoting to capturing your outcomes, that'll be really helpful as we keep applying for these Homeland Security and other PD-related grants. They're all very big on numbers, outcomes, statistics. So the better we can do to capture your actuals, because we all know you're doing a great job, more competitive we'll be with a lot of those. So thanks, Chief. I appreciate all your help in that, and tell Andrew good job.
Yes,
Great. Thank you. Anything else, Bruce?
that's it.
Great. Thank you very much for the update.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Okay. Moving on. Item number 4, the consent agenda. We have 2 items tonight. 4A, approval of past meeting minutes from April 27th, and 4B, approval of check warrant and any liquor or tobacco licenses.
The warrants. Oh,
People
go ahead.
read that one.
No, go ahead. You got a
I move to accept the
consent.
consent agenda.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion second. Discussion.
The warrants are $3,072,630.96 and
$8,990.
and then a little over 2 million of that is the Mount Aid allocation.
Okay. And no liquor or tobacco, I assume.
I don't believe so.
Sharon's
Okay.
not here.
Oh, okay. All right, good to know that Sharon's not there. Who else is there in the room? Is it just the 4 of you?
You got it.
Just the 4 of us.
Wow. Okay. It's so little of an agenda. Not even Sharon. She was like, well, whatever. No, it's totally fine. Excellent. Okay, we have motion and a second. Any further discussion? Hearing none. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those against, nay. Great. Motion carries. And the minutes were taken care of. I got a note from Michelle, and I did an update, and those are posted on the website already. So we're up to date with those. All right. Moving on. 7:15. Well, we're way ahead. It's 7:09. Item number 5, regular business, 5A, town plan, MPG consultant selection. AZ Larson, Planning and Zoning Administrator. You have the floor.
Lovely. Well, I can eat up about 5 minutes if I tell you very slowly that
Oh, you don't need to be
no need to be slow. Okay. Well, I'll keep this brief. So I mentioned last time I was here that I was working with a student to apply for funding for an internship, and I heard from the student and they received the funding, so huzzah, yay. Gonna be finalizing that this week by confirming with UVM, and then we need to sign an MOU with UVM for the project or for the internship, and then they'll be starting May 25th. So right in time to get into some really fun planning projects, which segues perfectly into the municipal planning grant. We received 2 bids for this grant, one from Du Bois and King and one from Addison County Regional. This morning we had a selection committee meet with myself, Frida, Greg, Chris, Ian, and Rob, and we went through both RFPs, had some really good discussions about each of them, and then scored them on a matrix that has been used for many different proposals and bids. And happy to go into questions after, but I feel like I'll just get right to the point. Du Bois and King scored the highest with 90 out of 100, with Addison County coming in at 81 out of 100. And my recommendation following that selection committee is that we go with Du Bois and King for this project.
I thought the whole intent of doing this was to get away from regional planning and get some outside ideas anyway, so I think that's probably a good recommendation.
I never would have thought of Du Bois and King as doing a planning.
I wouldn't have either, but apparently they do.
Nobody does.
Yeah.
But
yes,
it was that they really wrote their RFP directly to what we were looking for, with also the state pilot program and how they can support that. And so regional planning had a good proposal, and obviously they authorized the standard for everyone's town plan. So it was nothing, I mean, they could stand on that all day. They were a solid choice, but just for this case, Du Bois and King really kind of hit the niche that we were looking for, and so it really worked out.
Yeah. And our project manager for this, for Du Bois and King, is in the proposals, Dan Malik. We've worked with him before on 2 projects. That was the Munsell Avenue sidewalk scoping study, and also he was most recently working with the town on the accessible parks for all 3 parks, the giant document that you've probably seen sitting out in the foyer. He was the project manager for that and did some excellent work. So I know that he's very committed to Bristol and has spent a lot of time here on those projects. So it's nice to see his name attached to this.
So you need
The
a,
motion?
Yeah.
Okay, I make a motion that we accept the recommendation of Du Bois and King for the planning grant.
second.
Okay. We have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Hearing none. Go on, Joe.
The grant we got, right? There's no match or anything.
There's a small match, but it's all primarily funded.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's all funded at the state, so.
Well, the same amount of money, whether it's gonna go to Du Bois or King or Radisson.
Same.
Right.
Oh, okay. Yes.
Yep. Okay. Any further questions? Hearing none. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those against, nay. Motion carries. Thank you very much, AZ.
Very
Fantastic.
cool. I'm excited to get you guys updated on how things start out.
Awesome.
Okay. All right. Let's see. Oops. Recreation director. Let's submit. Okay. Moving on. If I can find my agenda, where'd it go? Here we go. 5B, Select Board Roundtable. Anyone for discussion? Let's go with Joel first.
Oh, I got 42 things. No, I got nothing.
All right. Nothing for Joel. Peeker?
Do we know what they found with the water leak today?
Yeah,
Can we get, or are you reporting on that on your report?
yeah, I was going to.
Okay,
We can talk
then
about it.
I can wait.
No, it's all good. So we're gonna pick up work on Wednesday morning, sounds like.
This is the one on North Street?
Yep, right here at CVS. So they dug under, reran the line, but there's they're not exactly sure, but there's leakage on the customer side for Walgreens that runs all the way up into the parking lot. So, Beach Homes made contact with Parmelo, and they're handling that portion right now, and they pick up work Wednesday morning. So Bruce, DPW, as well as VTOMs, they're all syncing together in terms of closures and dig sites and all that.
So the leak we had, but the leak we had on our end is fixed.
We're controlled. Yeah.
Do you know if they had to go under the storm drain or over it?
They did a pretty good cut, and I couldn't see anything other than like the line was coming out right at the cut. So actually, I don't know how it was routed, but I know the storm drain was right there.
Yeah.
So
I just didn't know. VTOMs contacted me and wanted to know if I knew if it went over or under, and I assumed it went under because,
yeah.
but maybe it didn't.
Yeah, but the way they cut it was a great cut. But like the way they cut it, I couldn't see. I was spent about 30 minutes out there, and then it made no difference to me at that
Showed me
time.
the pictures. I was just there about a half hour ago, and the pictures and that 2-inch line from the main to the corporation that's in a little bit of a hill coming out of that parking lot.
Yeah.
They went to that main, the corporation. And boy, it was a sprinkler.
They had copper, but it wore down and thinned out at the attachment point.
Looked like a lot of gravel.
And it just wore out and gave. It was really
Yeah.
weird. It was odd. You don't normally see that with copper, apparently.
They told me that Du Bois King was coming Wednesday, or Du Bois, Du Bois King.
To pave it.
Wednesday,
Yeah.
midday.
Awesome.
Any other?
You're totally good. We were also looking at, I mean, it sounds like mobilization for any other outfit would be longer, so we just prioritized getting this taken care of. But something I just wanted to mention, we do have School Street line still out there. So, and then down North Street, where in November we had the leak, that patch up there could use a little bit of work. So if we do, try to fix that here soon, we should bundle that with School Street so we get a better mobilization cost. We'll get them out there to do two things. The one on North Street, I mean, that might get picked up also, like, by Munson as well with the water project. I'd have to
Not
double
going
check
there.
that. Right, because it's on the other side. But I didn't know if it would carry over a little bit, but, just something to think about.
Actually,
But
it
Jim,
may be between spring and, I
Pine.
didn't really, yeah,
Yeah.
spring
between
and
spring and
pine.
pine, but she told me it's not being next year. I said, we can't put up with that bumper till next year.
It is,
I told her, I said, why don't you ask Gary to do it on Wednesday? It's gonna probably come.
well, that's what I was saying. If we get a quote on that too, I'm letting you know that it'd be cost savings for us to, because we already voted, you already voted on handling school anyway, and the school's probably ready to get that sorted out.
Get it out of there, yeah.
So,
When you say handling school, you mean actually do the work
yeah,
on school?
yeah, might as well while we have it. It's expensive to get them guys out there, you know, so.
Okay. Speaker, do you have any other items?
I believe I'm good.
Okay, Michelle.
No, I'm good.
Jessica, do you have anything?
Nope.
Okay. Update from me, I'm still working on the personnel and ordinances, getting those all organized. I'm working on a better system in terms of preparing us as a board to be able to review those items, since there are a lot of them that need to be updated, and some of them obviously have higher priority than others. So what Greg and I have talked about is a 3-week or a 3-meeting way of working on the proposals, where we would have a draft version of an updated proposal to the board at least 5 days before the first meeting. So we have time to review it, have questions. Then in the meeting, we would discuss it, take public comment, take questions from the board if necessary, things like that. It would then go back to Greg and myself for an update. It would come to a second meeting for review. We would go through, take any final questions, comments on the updated draft. And then in that third meeting, it would be hopefully approved and it would go through. And then obviously it needs to go out to its, depending on what the policy is, if it needs to be out there for any warned public amount of time. So trying to organize that and looking at the entirety that we need to update and then flagging it out. So it'll be a standing item on our upcoming agendas for the next number of months as we sort of plan this out. So just making you aware.
Also
We're
gives you
also going.
do something as it comes up instead of like, here's all this complicated stuff.
Yeah.
And so it gives you a longer lead up to it. And then the prioritization of it is also, we got a lot of, well, I mean, we're going through an audit right now, but we'll be in audits in perpetuity from here on out. So aligning and updating our policies directly to what we're about to be audited on, specific to each, is a necessary thing we're gonna have to do, so.
So that's what I'm working on. Okay. Moving on. Town administrators report.
Munson, earth moving began mobilization this week. Start moving equipment and materials a little bit. Mostly they're just working on cutting back trees and getting site prepped, at least early on in this week. How that progresses, we'll see. I know we had a meeting with Darren last week and some of the materials are still waiting. So it's probably gonna be like that for a while. A lot of things. Let's see, Vermont Bond Bank, we're getting some more documents to them by end of week. We're on the agenda for the 28th to get that sewed up for Westwater. And then, back to Munson, finalizing a public communications plan. So like we'll have a meeting with Munson, our weekly construction meeting on a Thursday. I'll take all that information, get a schedule out for the next week, and then it'll go out to Front Punch Forum, town website, possibly Facebook. And then I'm not sure if this was how it was done in the past, but this is how I'm gonna do it. And then we have the phasing plan per street, which one, who's going in order. So I'll just get a resident list of everyone on that street as well. And then communicate directly to that street. So there will be like a public facing, not that everyone's gonna get full information, but public facing, right?
Affected customers. more
Right, and then,
Detailed.
and then the folks that are going through it and then about to hit it the next week, so then I can get communications out to the next street that's, so, and then with Jill on the ground, and then I'll also be on the ground helping out and
Some
stuff
of those
like
people may
that.
say,
So,
you know, we were planning on a vacation, maybe we'll go a week early when they're coming down the street.
yeah,
Shut our water off
I
and
mean-
leave.
yeah, well, and we won't have any, shouldn't have any interruptions, right? They're laying the new water system, getting that all done, doing testing. I mean, the very last thing they're doing after all that is finally switching over, so. If really we're just laying a new system over the old, I'm sure that'll be easy, and then, and then, and then they all gotta do the testing and stuff like that. And then, yeah, but so I just thought that would be a good way to communicate with, you know, who's, you know, got construction on their seat and the street currently, and then who's coming up next, and then we'll learn, there'll be new lessons to learn from this, and I'll probably apply it to the next street and the next street, so.
I think it's a good idea.
Who's on first, what's on second?
Yeah, there you go. Precisely. Start with Elm Street first, so.
Oh, and that one's gonna be mainly out of the road anyway.
Yeah. Yeah. So I've got Chris, he'll handle all the talking points.
Yeah.
He doesn't know it yet. I hope you're listening, Chris. So, but that's all I got for now.
Okay, excellent. Thanks, Greg.
Thanks, Greg. That sounds like a really great plan. Thanks for thinking
Yes.
so carefully through that.
Yeah, no problem. The May 25th select board meeting is also Memorial Day. And so we won't be having it. But the next week we don't need to have a full meeting, but I need you all to come in and sign some checks.
So that'll be June 1st.
Yeah.
And then we'll do a meeting on June 8th.
So do we just need to come in and sign something, or are you saying we need to actually have a meeting?
June 1st.
So we'll
Yeah.
actually have a short meeting.
You just need to come in
Okay.
and sign some, because we got too many projects to move in.
Yeah.
I got
We don't need to meet, we just need
need
to
to
sign the
come.
order.
No, yeah, we'll stay back on, we'll just stick to the schedule and, you know,
So we're going to have a meeting June 1st,
just a
7 o'clock?
quick come in for y'all to sign
or
it.
just come in during the day?
You could do that too, if that's allowed.
I'm just asking,
Not,
not,
I don't know.
Um,
Sign it, or can you all trickle in?
I think, how we have done it in the past where we have met, but
It's gotta be warned, I mean, the
yes,
be warned, so as long as it's warned,
Sure,
we don't
sure,
actually have to come in
Okay.
to have a meeting, I don't think, I think as long as it's warned, we can come in and sign it. 'Cause you're only
yes,
warning the,
pay order.
yeah.
yes. The state regulations would be you still need an in-person place if a member of the public wants to attend the meeting, even if it had a single agenda item such as the warrant. So,
It looks like we're meeting June
Yeah,
1st.
looks like
7
it.
o'clock.
well, I mean, since I mean, I don't mind since I'm the closest out of everyone. I mean, Joel's close too, but I mean, I could come in and just start the meeting and then you guys, I'm happy to do that if you wanted to do that and everyone else zoom in and just approve it. And then you guys could sign it, the next day or whatever, or sign it that morning, I guess. How does that work?
Shouldn't sign it ahead of time.
No,
No, that's true. So you'd have to sign like the next day. You'd have to stop by. Is
I
that,
think-
is that better than having everyone coming in for 5 minutes?
we'll just come in.
Yeah.
Okay. I know.
That's
Yeah.
a right
Okay.
discuss, we can,
Yeah.
'Cause you-
And something may come up that we have to deal with. You never know. So at least we have that meeting because it'll be 3 weeks until then. So I'll put it on and I'll remind everyone.
Thank you.
Okey-dokey.
Okay. Thank you. Let's see here. Item number 6, other business correspondence reports or correspondence received. Nothing came my way. Greg, anything coming your way?
yeah, they're sending it all to me and I'm just deleting it.
Okay. Okay. I hope
Good
that's not the
job.
case. No. Okay. We do have executive session tonight, as mentioned at the top of the meeting. So I make a motion to enter executive session under 1 VSA Section 313A3 personnel and Section 1 VSA, 1 VSA Section 313A1A under contracts.
Second.
Thank you. We have a motion second. Any further discussion on that? None? Okay. All those in favor to enter executive session, say aye.
Aye.
All those against, nay. Great, motion carries. We are in session. All right, so obviously leave the Zoom running and I'll turn off the stuff and I'll punt some people. Oh, Neat's already gone. Thank you, John.
So just stop the recording.
Yeah, let's see here.
Sorry, I'm like really, really on that.